Click the first link in the description for the best Askreddit content. Today I fucked up by sniffing my aunt's shoes right in front of her and my mom. Okay, so I am writing this while hiding in my room out of embarrassment. Today is my aunt's birthday, and because of COVID she didn't throw a party and kept things simple and came to our house cause she's really close with my mom. Another reason she came to our house was that she wanted to take pictures with us for her birthday. So she comes in, says hello, sits on the couch, and she has a bag full of clothes and shoes which she wants to wear for the pictures but haven't decided which one she wants to wear. After the usual talk she shows one of the shoes to my mom by trying them on for like 5 seconds. Then my mom goes in the balcony and calls out my aunt so she can show her something. So me and my cat are alone in the living room with my aunt's clothes. Then my cat starts attacking and smelling the shoes just out of curiosity, so I stop him before he ruins the shoes with his nails. While taking the shoes away from him I wonder, since the shoes still have their tag on, do they smell like new stuff? I find the smell of new stuff funny, so I take shoes close to my nose to smell them, and kaboom, everybody is in the living room looking at me like I'm some weirdo. Everybody's face was shocked, including me. As I'm trying to explain situation, my aunt starts laughing, so everyone does that and they carry on. Just imagining the first look on their faces is enough to keep me from sleep tonight, so thank you, Mr. Cat. I don't know if I can talk to my aunt again and not think about this misunderstanding. Or maybe my mom is planning to punish my ass once my aunt is out of the house. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my moment of embarrassment. TL, Doctor, I sniffed my aunt's shoes after she wore them in front of her and my family cause I thought they smelled funny. Edit: I am 18 meters, and grammar, English is not my first language. Man. Now your family thinks you've got a foot fetish, and even worse is that it was your aunt's shoe. Or, I'm JK. So far I got a good laugh this morning from your story. Ha ha ha. That hurt to read. Today I fucked up by destroying a boat and a building with my jeans and the domino effect. In every lifetime, one true today I fucked up happens. One where something trivial sets off a chain of events that is just hard to explain. This is my story. It all starts with bootcut jeans. For those not in the know, bootcut jeans have an ever so slightly flared cuff which helps them fit over a pair of boots, be they cowboy, work, or fashion. I don't usually wear bootcut jeans, but I was this fateful day, with consequences nobody could have foretold. This was a while ago, and I was working at a boat repair shop, mostly learning how to fix broken hulls, cracked transoms, and renew finishes. The buildings that made up this company were 2 storage pole barns that could fit boats up to 20 meters, 65 feet or so, and a main building that was 2 30-foot tall, 40-foot wide, 120-foot long pole barns connected by a central office that was also all sheet metal construction, such that the structure would look like a giant U viewed from the air with a parking area at the closed end of the U. This all matters in a moment. Part of my job was to detail clean the boats before they were picked up and to transfer these boats on their trailers from a storage facility to the front of the main building. To do this, I used a tractor with a hydraulic hitch to lift and pull the boats. This tractor had a shift lever next to the steering wheel that stood tall, and a wide front axle for stability. One day, there was this gorgeous 38 Scarab with twin inboards, easily a $200,000 boat that had its hull repaired, was to be picked up by its owner. My boss wanted me to park the boat in front of his office. He wanted to impress this wealthy client of his, and so I set about cleaning the repaired vessel spotlessly, stem to stern. Then I towed it to the front of the building, backing it up toward the area in front of the boss's office, just as I had 100 times before. But those 100 times hadn't been in bootcut jeans. As I went to swing my leg over the tractor to dismount, the cuff of my jeans caught the shift lever. I lost my balance and fell, pants still caught on the shift, 5 feet to the ground. The tractor lurched into reverse. I leapt to my feet to try to hit the foot brake with my hand, but the wide-set front tire rolled into my legs, knocking me to the ground again, and I looked up to watch the stern of the boat pushing its way through the front wall of my boss's office. Thinking quickly, I laid my head on the asphalt, closed my eyes, and lay very still until someone concluded I'd been knocked cold by the fall. My boss's desk had been pinned to the wall behind where he usually sat, the stern drives had been pushed through the transom, and the entire front of the office portion of the building had been pushed from its foundation. I got a ride in an ambulance and a get-well card for my trouble. No, they didn't fire me. Not until I nearly killed a co-worker in a sailboat, but that's a today I fucked up for another day. It's also the day I decided that I was much better off working in an office than in a hands-on gig. Too long didn't read, don't wear loose clothing around heavy machinery. Playing possum saved your bacon, huh? This post says a lot about you. Cursed_coworker. Today I fucked up by summoning demons at school. So this memory popped back into my head a few days ago from when I was in 2nd grade, public school, and I decided it would be funny to share it with you guys. So I went to elementary school in the good old Bible Belt region, where there are 5 churches in a single road and where people would glare at you if you said oh my god, and give you a lecture on how you should not use the Lord's name in vain and say how it was proper to say oh my gosh. Some you guys have probably figured out what happens next, but being stupid 2nd graders, we still believed in urban legends and random shit like Bloody Mary. I distinctly remember how one of my friends said that they had said Bloody Mary 3 times in front of a mirror and a ghost appeared, and how their dad went and got the old shotgun and blasted a few holes through it. Another friend swore on his life that he saw Bloody Mary one night and that she killed his dog. Naturally, me and a small group of kids got intrigued, so we decided that a fantastic place to see if Bloody Mary existed would be in the school bathroom during lunch. Here comes along the fiercely religious teacher who I'll call Mrs. D, and caught wind of our little experiment. I still don't know how she found out, but I'm willing to bet some kid got scared and told her. Anyways, after lunch she starts yelling at us in front of the class for attempting to summon demons and evil spirits in school and literally starts interrogating us about if we were devil worshippers and whose brilliant idea it was to summon a ghost. Of course none of us knew what was going on as she threatened to call our parents and the principal unless we ratted somebody out. I don't have very much fond memories of said teacher, but now that I think about it she probably is in her mid-ages thinking back about how her students summoned monsters from the depth of hell. I can only imagine her clutching a Bible to her chest in absolute terror over a handful of dumbass 2nd graders. Too long didn't read, a couple dumbass 2nd grade friends and I went to the bathroom during lunch at school and tried to see if Bloody Mary existed, and overly religious 2nd grade teacher flipped out. My BFF and I met in 2nd grade as well, and heck we did something similar around 3rd grade. I, of course, was a gullible sheltered twit, and she was like an encyclopedia with knowledge that I was fascinated with, to this day, even. Problems arose when people from my other friend clique, whom were all popular, didn't like me hanging out with my new friend, and told the principal we were witches casting spells on them. I remember being called into the office shortly before school ended, with a promise of talking more about it tomorrow. I never got called back. Fast forward almost 20 years and we were recalling our childhood to a mutual friend and she tells me that she was called back the next day to resume the conversation. Apparently she was deemed the bigger threat in their eyes. Kids. Plot twist, the teacher is Bloody Mary.